Hello friends, and welcome back to our channel where we talk about rare American coins, valuable pocket change, and hidden treasures that many people ignore. Today's video is very special because we are going to talk about the 1973 United States half-dollar coin, including the 1973 D mint mark half-dollar, and also the 1973 half-dollar without any mint mark, and most importantly, we will discuss their value in today's coin market in dollars, especially in fine condition. Many people think modern coins are not valuable, but that is not always true. Sometimes, even common-looking coins can surprise you with their hidden value. So I request you to watch this video till the end because you might have one of these coins at home, in your wallet, or in an old coin box. Now let's start with the history of the 1973 Kennedy half-dollar. This famous coin carries the portrait of President John F. Kennedy on the front side, also called the obverse. This design was first introduced in 1964, shortly after the assassination of President Kennedy, as a tribute to his legacy. The back side, which is called the reverse, shows the presidential seal of the United States, featuring a strong eagle holding arrows and an olive branch. By the year 1973, half-dollars were no longer made from silver. These coins were produced in a copper-nickel-clad composition, which means they have a copper core and a nickel outer layer. Even though they do not contain silver, collectors still love these coins because of their beautiful design, historical importance, and the chance of finding rare era varieties. Now let's talk about the 1973 D half-dollar. The letter D mint mark means that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint in the United States. In 1973, a large number of half-dollars were produced at the Denver Mint for circulation. Because of this, the 1973 D half-dollar is commonly found today, but its value still depends on the condition of the coin. If you have a 1973 D half-dollar in fine condition, meaning the details are still visible, Kennedy's face is clear, the hairlines are sharp, and the coin is not heavily damaged, then its value in today's market usually starts from around $1.25 to $3. If the coin is in very good to extra fine condition, its value may go up to $5. And if you are lucky enough to have a brilliant uncirculated 1973 D half-dollar, then collectors may pay $8 to $12 or even more, depending on the market demand. Now let's move on to the 1973 half-dollar without a mint mark. When a coin does not have any mint mark under Kennedy's neck on the front side, it means that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia coins usually do not carry mint marks, especially during that time period. The 1973 no mint mark half-dollar is also fairly common in circulation, but again, the value depends heavily on the condition of the coin. In fine condition, this coin is generally worth about $1 to $4 in today's market. In very fine or extra fine condition, the value can increase to $5 to $9. And if the coin is in uncirculated or mint state condition, then it may reach a value of around $12 to $18 or more. Now you might be wondering what exactly increases the value of a 1973 half-dollar. There are several important factors that collectors look at before deciding the price of a coin. The first and most important factor is the condition of the coin. The cleaner and shinier the coin, the higher its value. Coins with deep scratches, heavy wear, or faded details usually sell for less money. The second important factor is the mint mark, whether it is a D mint mark or no mint mark. The third factor is whether the coin has any type of mint error. Error coins are very popular among collectors and can be worth many times more than normal coins. Some of the most famous and valuable 1973 half-dollar errors include double die errors, where the letters or numbers appear doubled off-center strikes, where the design is not perfectly centered clipped planchets, where a part of the coin is missing, and misaligned dies, where the front and back designs do not properly match. If you ever find a 1973 half-dollar with any strange feature, unusual marking, or odd shape, you should never spend it. Always show it to a professional coin dealer or grading service because it could be worth a lot of money. Another important thing that increases value is professional coin grading. If your coin is graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC, its value becomes more reliable and higher in the collector's market because buyers trust graded coins more than raw coins. Now let's do a quick final value summary of the 1973 half-dollar in today's market. The 1973 D half-dollar in fine condition is usually worth $1.25 to $3. The 1973 half-dollar without mint mark in fine condition is usually worth $1 to $4. If the coin is in uncirculated condition, whether it is D-mint mark or no mint mark, it can range from $10 to $18 or even higher. But if your coin is a rare error variety, its value can go far beyond normal prices and reach much higher amounts depending on the error and demand. So friends, if you have a 1973 half dollar, do not ignore it. Take a close look at it, check for the mint mark, inspect its condition carefully, and try to spot any unusual errors. You never know, a simple-looking coin in your hand today could turn out to be a valuable collector's item tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends who love coins, and subscribe to our channel for more rare coin values, hidden treasures, and exciting discoveries from the world of coin collecting. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep searching your pocket change. Today we are talking about a very interesting United States half-dollar coin from the year 1977 that was issued without any mint mark. And this coin is often found in circulation, but still attracts a lot of attention from collectors, especially when it is in fine condition. The 1977 no mint mark half-dollar was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and during that time Philadelphia coins were not given any mint marks, which is why this coin appears without a letter. This coin is part of the Kennedy half-dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964 in honor of President John F. Kennedy, and it remains one of the most famous coin designs in American history. The obverse of the coin shows a left-facing portrait of President Kennedy with the words Liberty around the edge and the motto, In God We Trust, just below his chin, while the date 1977 appears at the bottom. On the reverse side, we see the powerful American bald eagle with a shield on its chest, holding an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and strength, with the words United States of America and half-dollar written around the edge. Now let's talk about what this coin is made of, because many people think all half-dollars contain silver, but that is not true for this year. The 1977 Kennedy half-dollar contains no silver at all. It is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, which means it has an outer layer of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This change happened after 1970, when the U.S. Mint completely removed silver from half-dollars meant for circulation. Even though it has no silver value, it still holds collectible value depending on its condition. If your 1977 no mint mark half-dollar is in fine condition, meaning it still has decent detail but shows somewhere from circulation, then its current market value today is usually very close to face value. In most cases, a fine condition coin is worth around 50 cents to $1. Some sellers may list it for $1 to $2 online, but realistic selling prices usually stay near $1 unless the coin is in much higher condition. If the coin is in extremely fine or uncirculated condition, then the value can increase to around $3, $5, or even more depending on how clean and sharp the details are. Uncirculated examples that have never been used and still show full shine can sometimes sell for $10 to $20 or higher when demand is strong. Another interesting thing about the 1977 half-dollar is that millions of these coins were minted, so it is not considered rare in general. However, collectors still look for special errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or other minting mistakes. If a 1977 half-dollar has a confirmed mint error, its value can jump from a few dollars to hundreds of dollars depending on how dramatic the error is. That is why it is always a good idea to carefully check your coin under good light and magnification. Many people ask whether they should keep a 1977 half-dollar with no mint mark or spend it. The answer depends on its condition and your interest in collecting. If your coin is heavily worn and damaged, then it is best considered spending money. But if your coin is in fine, very fine, or uncirculated condition, then keeping it in a protective holder is a smart idea because it may slowly increase in value over time as fewer clean examples remain in circulation. Coins that are stored properly, away from moisture, heat, and fingerprints, always have better long-term potential. The 1977 no mint mark Kennedy half-dollar is a great example of how even common coins can still be exciting to collect. It represents American history, modern coinage technology, and the legacy of one of the most loved U.S. presidents. Even though it is not a silver coin and not extremely rare, it still holds value for collectors, especially beginners who want to build a complete Kennedy half-dollar collection. If you have one in fine condition, You now know that its realistic market value today is around $1, but the real value can be higher if the condition is better or if the coin has a rare error. The 1985 half dollar with the P mint mark, which was produced in Philadelphia, and is part of the famous Kennedy half dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, and has remained a popular collectible among coin enthusiasts for decades. This particular coin features the iconic profile of President Kennedy on the obverse side with the word Liberty inscribed above his head, and the year 1985 at the bottom, while the reverse side displays the presidential seal showing the eagle with a shield holding arrows and an olive branch surrounded by a circle of stars which represents strength and peace. And although this coin has the P mint mark, some coins of this era were produced without any mint mark, which makes them slightly unique and interesting for collectors who want to complete specialized collections. And when we discuss condition, a coin in fine condition shows moderate, we're meaning the main details of Kennedy's hair and face are still visible, the inscriptions are clear and readable, and the rim is mostly intact, so it provides a nice balance between affordability and collectability, making it perfect for both new and experienced collectors. Regarding the current market value, as of today, a 1985 half dollar with the P mint mark in fine condition typically ranges from $1.50 to $3.50, while coins without a mint mark may command slightly higher prices depending on collector demand and availability, and factors such as rarity, dealer, and overall coin condition can influence the exact price, so it is always good to check current listings or consult trusted coin dealers for accurate pricing. And for those looking to invest or expand their Kennedy half dollar collection, this coin offers a combination of historical significance, collectability, and reasonable price, making it an excellent addition to any collection, and it allows collectors to own a tangible piece of American history that commemorates a beloved president whose legacy continues to inspire generations. In addition to its monetary value, this coin also carries educational and historical significance because it reflects the era of the mid-1980s when coin production was transitioning in terms of composition and minting technology, and collectors often find that learning about the minting process, the number of coins produced each year, and the subtle differences between mint marks can make collecting more engaging and rewarding. And interestingly, the 1985 half dollar was not circulated as heavily as some other coins, making it somewhat easier to find in better condition. And for collectors who prefer sets, having the 1985 coin with the P mint mark or without a mint mark can help complete a full Kennedy half dollar collection, which includes coins from 1964 to present. Furthermore, some collectors pay attention to certain varieties and errors, such as double strikes, die cracks, or slight variations in the lettering, which can increase a coin's value significantly beyond the normal market range, so it is worth examining each coin carefully or consulting a professional numismatist to understand its potential. The Kennedy half dollar also has a special place in popular culture because it represents a tribute to a president who is remembered not only for his leadership, but also for inspiring a generation with his speeches and vision for America, and owning this coin allows collectors to connect with that history in a personal and meaningful way. In conclusion, the 1985 USA half dollar with the P mint mark is more than just currency. It is a historical artifact that represents American heritage. It is a collectible item that can have both sentimental and monetary value. And for those fortunate enough to find one without a mint mark in fine condition, it can be even more special as a rare piece for a collection. And whether you are starting your collection or adding to an existing one, this coin provides a meaningful connection to history while remaining accessible to collectors of all levels. It is a coin that combines educational value, aesthetic appeal, and financial potential, and by carefully preserving it in proper storage and monitoring market trends, collectors can enjoy both the story and the value behind this piece of American numismatic history. And thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on United States coins, their history, and their market value today. And stay tuned for our next episode, where we will explore another interesting and valuable coin from America's rich numismatic history, which may include rare errors, commemorative issues, and coins with unique mint marks that make the hobby of collecting both exciting and rewarding for enthusiasts of all ages. The 1994 United States half dollar featuring the P mint mark. This coin, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, represents not only a piece of currency, but also a significant part of American history, culture, and artistry. The Kennedy half dollar, first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, has been a symbol of national pride and craftsmanship for decades. Each coin tells a story, not just of monetary value, but of the times, events, and people that shaped the United States. Now, let's focus specifically on the 1994 half dollar. This coin is composed of copper-nickel clad, a durable material that has ensured its longevity and preserved the intricate details of its design over the years. On the obverse, you will notice the distinguished profile of President Kennedy, captured in sharp relief, showing the careful artistry of the U.S. Mint. The reverse showcases the presidential seal, featuring the eagle, shield, and olive branches, symbolizing the power, peace, and resilience of the United States. Every line, every detail, and every contour has been meticulously crafted to represent not only aesthetic beauty, but also national symbolism. Collectors often pay close attention to mint marks, and the P mark signifies that this coin was struck in Philadelphia. Coins without a mint mark, on the other hand, can sometimes be rarer or part of unique circulation batches, making them highly sought after by numismatists. The 1994 half dollar, in fine condition, may show some minor wear due to circulation, but it retains all the key details and continues to be a valuable piece in any collection. Coins in such condition are often traded, sold, or displayed, providing a tangible connection to the past. One of the most interesting aspects of the Kennedy half dollar series is how it reflects the changing trends in coin collecting. While some coins are cherished for their historical significance, others are valued for their rarity, mint errors, or specific characteristics. For example, a 1994 half dollar without a mint mark can attract the attention of collectors seeking to complete a set or those interested in exploring variations in mint production. The fine condition of the coin indicates that it has survived decades of circulation while still maintaining its recognizable design features, making it both a collectible and a historical artifact. In today's market, the value of a 1994 half dollar in fine condition can vary. Typically, these coins are worth a few dollars above face value, depending on factors such as demand, collector interest, and availability. While they may not fetch thousands of dollars, they are still a rewarding addition to a collection, especially for those who aim to own a complete series of Kennedy half dollars. It is important to note that coins are not just objects of monetary value. They are pieces of art, history, and culture. Every scratch, every toning pattern, and every detail tells a story about where the coin has been and what it has witnessed. For collectors, the 1994 half dollar also provides an opportunity to explore the broader history of coinage in the United States. From the original minting of the Kennedy half dollar in 1964, with its 90% silver composition, to the copper-nickel-clad coins of the modern era, each piece shows technological advancements in minting, changes in metal content, and evolving collector interest. The 1994 coin belongs to the post-silver era, but still carries the elegance, symbolism, and historical significance of the series. Moreover, understanding the value and rarity of coins requires knowledge of mintages and production numbers. The 1994 half dollar had a significant mintage, yet coins in excellent condition are still appreciated by collectors. Coins with minimal wear, sharp details, and clear mint marks tend to be more desirable. Even coins in fine condition, which show light signs of circulation, can attract buyers or collectors who are looking to complete their sets or preserve a piece of history. Collecting coins like the 1994 half dollar is more than just an investment. It is a way to connect with history. Each coin offers a glimpse into the era in which it was produced, the design choices made by artists, and the societal values reflected in national symbols. For example, the Kennedy half dollar not only commemorates a beloved president, but also reminds us of the resilience of the American people during a period of change and uncertainty. Collectors often feel a personal connection to coins, whether through the thrill of discovery, the satisfaction of completing a set, or the appreciation of artistic and historical details. Another exciting aspect of the 1994 half dollar is the exploration of minting variations. While the Philadelphia Mint produced coins with the P mark, variations without mint marks or with minor errors can exist, and these coins are particularly valuable to specialized collectors. Such variations may include minor differences in design, planchet imperfections, or striking anomalies, which add layers of interest to numismatic study. Collectors often research these details extensively, documenting each coin's characteristics and history, and comparing them to known records from the U.S. Mint. Finally, the 1994 USA half dollar serves as a reminder that coin collecting is an enduring hobby that blends history, art, and finance. Coins are more than currency. They are storytellers. They reflect the nation's leaders, its values, its artistic achievements, and its economic history. Owning a 1994 half dollar allows collectors to preserve a tangible piece of history, appreciate the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, and participate in a global community of numismatists who share a passion for discovery, education, and preservation. So, whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into the world of coins, the 1994 half dollar, with its P-Mint mark or without, in fine condition or better, offers a remarkable opportunity to connect with American history. It is a coin that carries stories, symbolism, and value far beyond its face, a piece of the past that can be held, studied, and cherished for generations to come. Collect, learn, preserve, and appreciate because every coin has a story, and every collector helps keep that story alive.